The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to What's the Script. Speaking of What's the Script, how are you, Craig?
Oh, the script is good. The script is fine. Last night I had a bottle of wine. How are you?
Aye. I jumped the gun there. I've not introduced myself. My name's Chris, and obviously I've just left a hand to Craig there.
Hello.
But aye, we're all tickety boo. Things are going well, apart from the Scottish weather again. But hey ho, that's part and parcel of living on a fucking island. Anyway,
My land.
again, before we kick off, thanks to Quaint for startup music again. It's a smashing tune, that. I actually had them on the other day there. I was like, aye, I like to cut these boys' jip. So, again, shout out to our wee fraternity of podcasters, the Diabolical Boys, the Breakfast Club, and Seismic Cinema, who, if I'm not mistaken, done the Police Academy recently. And yes, you may find us in the Blue Oyster. Right. You can we're for everybody's ears.
Right. We'll take any pound. We'll take the pink pound and all. Yeah.
Oh, we're all for a pounding. But
Or the brown stained pound.
But aye. And again, as you might have already known, we're in partnership with Native Origins. I'll pass it off to Craig, because he's the man on the ground with his finger on the pulse. Craig?
Yes, thank you, Chris. Just in, Native Origins, of course, have been teamed up with What's the Script for a number of weeks now. Not yet on the market or the FTSE 100, as they're yet to have their opening launch, but the launch is imminent. There's videos getting made for advertising purposes. Stock has arrived. There's more stock on order, and for all your bespoke sport and leisure wear, keep it Native Origins and wear the legacy.
Thanks for that, Tom.
That was brilliant, that, wasn't it?
Aye. I was smashing there. There you go, Native Origins. You like that? There, you've made the news there.
Excuse me.
Aye. Before you know it, big John McKay will be like, Native Origins.
Oh no, but listen, we're Amy Irons now. We're the Amy Irons fan club now. Oh,
Amy Irons
mercy.
Fraternity.
I'm going to buy that face swap app and put her on Porno Woman.
Fucking hell, man. Oh, bye. So if anybody's been paying attention, we will be doing the tremendous end to the Wolverine story, as it were, before Deadpool Wolverine came out. But before we do that, Craig, what have you been watching?
Oh, good question there. Let me just get my little relevant page open to tell you what I've been watching. Not a lot, mate, to be honest with you. I'm continuing with the Rookie. I'm on series 4, and I watched a few films. I watched Captain America, then I watched Captain America Winter Soldier, Masters of the Universe for 1987, just because I was feeling like a wee boy. Bridge Over the River Kwai. Watched that. Fabulous. 1957. Fucking brilliant. And obviously I watched Logan, which led me on to a wee bit of regression, and I watched the Wolverine. So I think the Wolverine, that's the one, Hiroshima and all that stuff. That gets a little bit better every time you watch it, I think. I don't watch it all
Nah.
the time. I watch it maybe every few years or something like that. But can appreciate it. Can appreciate it. But that's all, mate. That's all that had a flirtation with my oculars this week. What about you? What did you watch?
Oh, I went down a wee different route there. I watched the new Prime film, The Brothers,
Mm.
starring Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin and the likes. And well, for the most part, it was all right. No, I
Right
mean,
on
it's
that.
one of the films you watch and you'll move on with life, sort of thing. I also went to see The Substance, and that is fucking out there, by the way.
Bag of cats in it. Box of
Aye,
frogs.
aye. Don't get me wrong, it's very good. It's a very insightful look into celebrity fucking world and all that carry on. But aye, it went places. Especially the fucking end. I'm like
Aye.
that.
The end went full John Carpenter, very macabre, very
Aye,
like aye, kind of perverse poetic, you know what I mean? But as I said to you last week, mate, the one thing that can be argued is Demi Moore's performance. She acted the shit out of it, man.
aye. It was good. It was good. Aye. Well, I was going to say something, but it might spoil something for people that might want to see it, so I'll not see it. But aye.
You're going to reference the thing there, were you?
No, no. Um, I watched The King again on Netflix because I think it's actually all right.
What's
It's
that?
The King.
What is
It's
it?
about King Henry the Fifth and the Battle of Ashencourt and all that. It's not bad. It's the first time I've seen that Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is, whatever you say his name. But
Right,
aye,
I know what you're talking about.
it's all right. It was a Netflix film, but it's decent. And I watched Year One with Jack Black. There's just bits of that film that make me giggle, so I watched it.
Aye,
And
Jack
then,
Black's fucking good money.
aye. And then finally, I watched Rebel Ridge, a Netflix film on the recommendation of our work colleague, Monsieur Paul. And I was good. It's a very Walking Tall kind of esque, know what I mean? So if you're into the kind of films where somebody's getting fucked with and they sort the cunts out, then it's right up your street. So,
Aye, I'll stick that in my list.
aye. But aye, that was me. That's the sum up of what I watched with my eyeballs this week.
Beautiful.
I mean, obviously, I watched the film we're doing today, and like yourself, it set me down a path, but I put on X-Men Days of Future Past, but I fell asleep before I went anywhere. So
I'm getting
so I'll
listen,
be watching that today.
I'm getting on all that the day, starting the day this week. All the X-Men's. All the X-Men's.
Go back in time, you see.
Yes.
Aye. Oh, I'm pleased to report the brother watched Deadpool Wolverine,
Eventually.
and judging by the laughs and all that, it was a hit. So there you go. There's another seal of approval for Deadpool Wolverine.
Brilliant.
But anyway, moving on.
Moving
One more day in the day.
swiftly on.
Yes, James Mangold Logan. And what year was it, Craig? What year was this? When did this take place?
It was released on the 1st of March in the UK. It was released the 1st of March 2017. As you say there, I'll give you a bit of background before I tell you what else. Hey, what else happened in 2017? Sit down, strap yourself in. There's going to be emotions. I obviously Logan was out, as you mentioned. James Mangold was the director, who for me is quite underrated. To be honest with you, doesn't he get the credence when he does it well? He's done some bad, but he's done mostly well. And it stars Hugh Jackman, Daphne Keane, Sir Patrick Stewart, Stephen Merchant, Boyd Holbrook, Richard E. Grant, and Eric LaSala, to name but a few. But I didn't. Do you know what I forgot to write down, mate? I forgot to write down the budget.
Oh, well, the budget for said movie was $97 million.
Oh, I've got the box office, so that's brilliant, mate. What's your box
Aye.
office here?
Well, I've got it at a hefty $620 million.
No
So
bad,
it
no
wasn't
bad.
shite.
No, worth every penny, by the way. I dare say if a lot more people took a punt on it, they would have done the billion, no bother, because
Yeah.
up to a wee while ago, it was the highest R-rated, then it was a Joker win it, and then Wolverine,
Yep.
Deadpool as well. So 2 IPs there for the big Wolverine. But, as I say, there's a lot more happening in Wolverine than Logan in 2017. A lot's happening, Foxy. So, ladies and
Back
gentlemen,
to the year.
back to the year. Back to the year of the film. Bum, 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 bum. Boo! So, world events. In 2017, the glorious, the magnificent, the underrated, underappreciated Donald Trump was inaugurated into office. Let's round of applause for Big Don, and let's all get behind him for 2024. Listen, let's make America great again. That's what I'm trying to tell people, you know what I mean? So if all these people in Britain can be so offended and so upset by him, I'm going to support him. Roonies, all right? So that happened. Oh, I think I've just lost a few subscribers there. There was also, listen, it was a bad year for the attackers, the terrorists, and that. Westminster terror attack happened in 2017. The Manchester Arena bombing happened as well at the Ariana Grande concert, which was fucking tragic. 22 people killed, mostly kids, which we all know about. Then, after the Westminster attack, there was the London Bridge terror attack. I know. I watched that live on the news there, the Sky News. It was horrible. There was also a general election after that, because that's the thing to do after terrorist attacks at Westminster. Let's get a new Prime Minister in. And President Macron was elected. I don't know why I wrote that down, nobody cares. And lastly, another tragic event happened, which has set a precedent in the world of, well, housing, that me and you work in, mate, the Grenfell fire down in England there, which was obviously horrible, absolutely horrible. So that was some world events, some good, some mostly not so bad, not so good, sorry. But you could have took your mind off of that sort of pish world and went to the movies, went to the cinema and gets us a popcorn, a £97,000 bag of Maltesers, and sat your ass. And you could have watched such movies as Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I think that was that happy, that film. The Shape of Water, something I've never seen and will never watch. Chips, the remake of the 70s classic. I enjoyed that. I thought it was quite some funny humour in there. Funnily enough, mate, you're saying about life's a what is it you say? Life's a what?
Simulation.
What we talked about last week, the Dark Tower.
Right.
It was out 2017. I've still not watched it. That's on my list. Wonder Woman, the first one, which I thought was great. Really enjoyed it. The Foreigner, which I know you love and I love as well, with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. Going at it, hammering songs, the bastards. And one of my favourites, just through pure nostalgia, no because it's a cinematic classic, Justice League was released. Although it was a cinematic release, which isn't as good as the Snyder Cut, if you have the 4 hours to sit through the Snyder Cut. So, walking into the music shop and get some money in your pocket for some CDs and that and the like, you could have listened to such hits as Slide by Calvin Harris, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, which is a very controversial song because he went on a blind date and a big fat lassie turned up and went, Shape of You? You fucking apple, Shape of You? Despacito by Luis Fonsi. Great wee tune that. I was never half a radio, but Chained to the Rhythm by Katy Perry. Oh, Katy, I wish I was chained to you, hen. Oh, Jesus. There'll be a bit of rhythm going, let me tell you. And it'd be a fast rhythm. It'd be a rhythm to a dance music fucking track, so it would. And another one I put in there for all you people like a wee twerk, Swalla by Nicki Minaj. There's a thing about me at all. Probably one of these songs, if you heard it, you would know.
Yeah.
But on top of the tragic events. There was some celebrity deaths in 2017. And I would suggest 2017 was a year to be a bit wary of breathing again if you were a celebrity. No, don't get me wrong, the first one on the list had a right good run at it. Fats Domino. He died in 2017. Your man's man, the man every man wants to be, Hugh Hefner, eventually died of the hard-ons. stopped breathing. Had enough of the bunnies and left there.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hefner. Your husband has died. What was it, doctor? An erect penis.
Sadly, it was loss of blood. Loss of blood, but he's not bleeding. Yes, it's all in his willy. None for his heart or his brain.
He's more willy than man now.
Actually, someone went up to his willy and says, "Oh, look at the size of your Hefner." Tom Petty. We lost Tom Petty to the world of music.
Oh, it's a shame that.
Also to the world of music, David Cassidy. He was a big deal in the 70s. Good looking guy in his day as well. One of my mammy's favourites, and country legend Glenn Campbell eventually succumbed to Alzheimer's. Just a quick one on Glenn Campbell. See if you appreciate music in any way, shape or form, go to YouTube and watch Glenn Campbell. He's amazing. He can play anything. He can play the fucking bagpipes. Do you know what I mean? This guy's from America. He's fabulous. Anyway, the baddie Prime Minister for he died. John Hurt. He's away. Again, the world of music, Chuck Berry.
Aye.
And I've two more, and I had to stop it there because there's loads. Bill Paxton, mate.
It was a sad one, that.
You love a bit. We enjoy a bit of Bill Paxton, didn't we?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Aye. For Chet and Weird Science to the guy trying to mug the old woman for the diamond on the Titanic there. It's just what an actor. And lastly, to the world of British show business, Mr. Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you. To see you. See you later.
Nice to see you, indeed.
Nice to see you. To see your flies and maggots. Hello. And that was the events of 2017, mate. Hope you can all get back to 2024 after being transported in my wee time machine now.
Aye, fucking like, oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. I was just thinking about death.
I know, it's a bad one, isn't it? At last.
Aye, it was. It's not as bad as the fucking one I done. Mind, it was like fucking Robin Williams, and that all went in the same year. I was like,
Aye.
fuck that year, man.
Oh, next to Gomez. Robin Williams. Ah!
Fucking may as well put Santa Claus on the fucking list when you were at it.
I know.
But
Also,
aye, so that was back to the year, and the year was 2017. But we are talking about a specific thing that happened in 2017, and it is Logan. Have you got a wee synopsis there for the film? Or I just make one up on the spot?
Oh, I've got a wee simple one, but you fire in, mate. On you go.
Oh, no, you wide in, mate. Wide in.
My one simply says, Logan comes out of retirement to escort a young mutant named Laura to a safe place. He meets the other mutants who run from an evil corporation that has been experimenting with them along the way. That's basically it. And it? But there's hunters, which we will discuss.
Aye, so just getting into it. This film opens, and you can tell it's going to be a very different superhero film, can't you?
Oh, very, 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 very. Again, I say to you the other day, talking about this, I went to see this in the movie theatre. I went to pictures to see this, right? And I just don't remember having any preconception of what it was going to be. But I just knew that in the first 2 minutes of the movie, I was, what is this? You know what I mean?
Aye, it's like the broken man thing, isn't it? I mean, obviously fucking I was plugged into all it was. They're doing the old man's fucking Logan story and all that, which it is kind of loosely based on, but aye, it's it's definitely different from what I thought it was going to be as well. You know what I mean? I obviously got the sense that fucking if they were basing it on the old man Logan thing, a lot of people are no longer with us. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, and
Aye.
then like you say, it's like the start of the film is very like the whole film itself is very gritty. You know what I mean? It's no glitz, glamour, shiny, like we're accustomed to with superhero films.
No,
So
no. It's just,
just
just.
kind of
I mean, the first scene is for blackness to Logan waking up. You don't know where he's waking up. First of all, you just hear commotion, and he's waking up absolutely out his bin, man. He looks ill. He looks hungover. You're like, where are you? What's happening here? And then I'll not say too much about it, but because it's one of my favourite scenes. But just I, oh, how do you explain it? You're like, this isn't the X-Men or the Logan I've ever seen before. He's just woke up into a world of hurt, isn't he, man?
aye. Because it's like one of the things I take for this, right? It's fucking there's an overwhelming theme of fucking sadness all the way through it. No, I mean it's like seeing your hero like downtrodden. Know what I mean? Like he fall from grace sort of thing, and it's just
No half.
like the whole world. But with again, superhero films, the world seems kind of all right, and the superheroes in it seem kind of upbeat, and everything's fucking fine and all that. And this film, it just feels like the whole world is shite.
Aye.
You feel like the world is like broken or it's missing something, and technically it is.
Aye. Well, I mean, to put people in the loop another wee bit who maybe aren't, the testament to old man Logan is the fact that we're in a world now where mutants have all but been eradicated. The only like collection of mutants are the ones that are bred to be weaponized, and that's the children in it. But
Yeah,
the X Men world that we were reared on are all away, bar Logan, Charles, Caliban, really, and they're in
yeah,
exile, hiding for the world, aren't they?
yeah. Because apparently Sabretooth was going to be in this film, but then I think
Ah,
they eventually wrote him out. What's his name? Is that Liv Schreiber? Is that his
Liv
name?
Shriver. Aye.
Aye, he was going to be in the film, but I think after the final script came out, it was like, nah, this is we're just getting down the route. This is tragic. This film, know what I mean? And it is. It's tragic from start to finish.
Mhm.
So
Definitely.
much so it's an emotional roller coaster in it. It's emotional. It's totes emotion.
Well, I don't mind telling anybody. Fucking, we're grown men, and this has you in tears, by the way. And initially, the first couple of times you see it, is because you're so surprised at what the movie is all about and what the setting is, what the story is, what the scene is, what the world is. You can't help it. But every acting scene is tinged with sadness, but not in a way that it gets you down, and not in a way that it ruins the experience. I mean, IMDb have it at 8.1 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 93%. You know what I mean? That tells you everything. This movie is written beautifully. There's no dead space in it. Everything counts. Every character has a purpose. There's just no dead space anywhere. You can look for it all you want. And even the CGI when we get to it, do you know what I
Hmm.
mean? X24 and all that. That's fucking good. That's bang on, by the way.
Aye. It's I kind of broke the mold when it came to superhero films. Know what I mean? I know I've already said that the fucking optimism and it wasn't done like a typical superhero film either. Know what I mean? There was the way the formula is with superhero films. It's good guys there, and then the bad guys there, and then it whips up. They don't even meet each other, and then there's a big crescendo at the end, sort of thing. It just
Aye.
kind of rolls from situation to situation, doesn't it?
You're right, mate. Aye, because we're brought up, especially you in the comics, but me in the movies, and that a hero will answer a call without question, without hesitation, because he's a hero. The brilliant thing about this is Logan is as sick of the planet Earth as we're meant to be getting shown. Planet Earth's fucked him, fucked all his pals, took away everybody he loves, cares about. He's done. It's no helping MD. It's about him and Charles getting away on this boat and all that. So for the longest time in this film, he's pleaded with by Laura, Gabrielle, Charles even. You know what I mean? Please help us, please fuck off. You know what I mean? He's not even saying no, he's just fuck off. What do you want from me? And he's angry. I can't express enough about how in this film and Wolverine, Deadpool, the one I've just watched,
Aye.
the Logan he portrays, Hugh Jackman, is amazing, man. And just the anger and the hurt. I believe every time he gets hurt, he's hurt. I believe every time he's angry. And it's just, he's a very underrated actor, I think, man.
Aye. Aye. See, as far as acting goes in this, mate, it's superb. Like, even your man Charles, it's again, it's heartbreaking to see that character the way it is. Know what I mean? It's fucking, because if anybody's watched previous X-Men films, he's always the guy he's fucking cool, calm, collected, always immaculate. Know what I mean? Don't worry, everything's going to be sound, and fucking even our Charlie boy is fucking. I think he's done with the world and all. Know what I mean? Doesn't help that he's losing his marbles a bit, but he just looks a wee shriveled up character and all.
It does.
And apparently, Patrick Stewart lost weight for this role as well, which you can see because he does look a fucking wee shriveled up old man.
Aye, 100%, mate. But and in stark contrast, Hugh Jackman says it was the hardest he's ever trained for a movie role, and this Wolverine. But that's funny, right? And he's buff, he's built, he's fucking solid. But I looked for it last night because I've just realised that all the times I've watched this before, I didn't notice his physique. I knew he was obviously ripped, but the only thing I noticed in his body was all the scars and the marks and all that, because that takes away from him. They're on his head, on his shoulder, on his chest, on his back, on his arms. It's like every time I watch this, I'm like, there's another new scar I never noticed. And it makes you think, doesn't it? Because how have they no healed?
Aye. That's all I mate. He's obviously still physical, but the makeup and all that on him is he also looks run down, but no well, bloodshot eyes, fucking again, mate, props to the costume folk. They got it bang on.
The hair and the beard and the creased off-white shirt. Because as Caliban tests say later on, they've been washed that much, do you know what I mean, to get the blood out. So they're not even crisp new white shirts anymore.
Aye. Like I say, man, it's a total rundown of the world that was shown. But even we Daphne Keane, obviously this is the first film she was in. And she was good enough. Know what I mean? It's because apparently there was a rewrite of the script, so to speak. She was to be more chatty and all that stuff, but I can't remember the guy's name, Frank something. He came in and went, no, listen, she has to be a bit silent, or she'll just be like another fucking child psychic in a film, sort of thing.
I can't doff my cap to this wee lassie any more than I'm going to know is to say that she's brilliant. And like you said there, the silent thing, brilliant decision, absolutely brilliant, because there's a mystique about her. Can she speak? You know what I mean? And then she does. When she does later on, and Logan just looks at her like, you can talk? See, what the fuck is the last fucking 4 days been about? So, I mean, he's genuinely like, shocked, but it wasn't it again. The process of doing this podcast for you, makes you see things that you really no noticed. And although I knew that she was a mini Wolverine, I didn't understand just how much a carbon fucking copy of him she was. Because it wasn't just about the claws, it's about the anger, the rage, and the wild animal stuff. Do you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
watching it last night, I'm like that. She's just like him. Every time the claws get in, Logan usually does a to the person he's just done in. She was doing it and on. I'm like, oh, so good, man. Do you know the
Aye.
wee
Aye.
a stunt double in this? James Mangold was that impressed by her, folks, right? Listen, he was that impressed by her stunt double, who was great, that he gave her a part in this film. She was one of the mutants at the end, wasn't she?
Aye. Aye. Definitely. Plus, young Daphne Keenan, she there was another young actress that I think we auditioned for the part, and it's Millie Bobby Brown for Stranger Things. So it could have been very different.
Aye, definitely, man. She could have just blew
Aye.
people up their mind.
Aye. But I mean, like you say, I mean, everybody's brilliant in it. Even fucking Big Stephen Merchant. It's
100%.
like what people were talking all. It was good for them to get into something because it's often Ricky Gervais that gets the stardom sort of thing. Know what I mean?
Aye. Even Carol Pilkington's had and is now getting a few movie roles, you know what I mean?
Aye. But aye, definitely, man. But see, another thing that was brilliant about this, obviously, it was the R rating and all this. See the brutal graphic violence. It's a thing that's was missing for like Wolverine. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well, there's a
Aye.
guy swinging big fucking blades about, and although you know people are getting stabbed, you're like, no, there has to be blood.
Oh, how many head and uppercut penetrations are in this movie?
Aye,
And Mangold does a splendid thing is to hold the position to let you see it for that second to go, aye, aye, they're right through there and up through there. There's one as well where Logan like punches a guy in the back of the head, but the claws don't come right out symmetrically. They come like that way through the side of his
aye.
face. You're like, ah, that's mate,
That's it.
it's brutal, and the film needs it.
Aye. Again, it's got the license to just go and let do what they couldn't do in the X-Men films. Because well,
Mhm.
Hugh Jackman took a pay cut in this, so they could get the R rating. No, I mean I don't know why him getting paid a certain amount coincided with the rating, but that's what happened. So
Just sounds like a negotiation tactic, doesn't it? Ah, right, we'll give you
uh,
a rating, but you need to take 40% off your wages just to be a dick.
aye, aye, probably, but done it, and aye, paid off. Because like I say, mate, the violence for it is fucking like, especially when Wolverine's fighting X-24. See the fight scenes, man, they're fucking brutal. And then obviously at the end, it's fucking there's so much blood.
Oh, mate. Again, I can't. If you've not seen this film, I hope you watch it. I hope you watch it. I can't express Hugh Jackman's face at getting every time he gets hurt. It just, you're like, he wins because it looks hurt. It's amazing, man. So much blood. Oh, we've ran out of fucking superlatives for the man. It's absolutely brilliant.
Aye,
Just in case you didn't know, folks, this is set in a kind of not too distant future. James Mangold stated that this movie is set in 2029 to avoid any conflict with the timeline established in X-Men Days of Future Past, which was released in 2014. But that his goal was to make a standalone movie that was not bound to continuing previous storylines or setting up sequels. And I think seeing a world where we've been kind of gotten used to timelines and stories and the longer picture, especially with Marvel, right? And it worked obviously with phase 1 and 2, but the standalones are so refreshing now, aren't they? We've got this, we've got The
aye,
Batman with Robin Pattinson. It's a standalone, nothing to do with the DC universe. These standalones all just seem to be so refreshing.
aye. I mean, I want them to come back sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like fucking. See, now like everything has to be in chronological order. This event, which affected this, and this happened at the same time, this happened and all that. Aye, that worked when you were leading up to Endgame and all this stuff, but not everything has to fucking marry up. Like, but I know it's a tactic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tactic with like Marvel Studios and all that shit. It's like, oh, see if you want to know what's happening, you need to watch that TV series. Fuck you. I'm not watching a TV series.
Aye.
Know what I mean? Fucking,
You're right. It's a
it's. I
manipulation.
mean, aye. No, I mean, but you're right. You see the standalone films, like, mate, because I treat the Deadpool films as standalones.
Mm-hmm.
Even the most recent one, because effectively that can happen without even affecting anything in the MCU.
Definitely.
Know what I mean?
And the good thing about the Deadpool franchise is, especially in the very first one, he publicly tells everybody he's a standalone, you know what I mean? By, oh, look, there's the X-Men house, but it's strangely empty. And then, you know what I mean? Because they can't get the big stars in, and it references Wolverine all the time, and but never see him until the last film and all that. So that was just obviously genius by Ryan Reynolds. So we're talking about the R rating, mate. According to director James Mangold, allowing the movie to be R rated was very important, not so much for the violent content, but for the style. And he said, for me, the most interesting is getting the studio to okay the R rating was something entirely different. They suddenly let go of the expectation that the film is going to play for children. And what fucking wins? Jesus Christ.
Aye.
And that the film, and they let it go at that. The scenes can be longer, ideas being explored in dialogue and otherwise can be more sophisticated, which I totally agree with. And storytelling pace can be more poetic. Again, I agree with that. Less built in like attention span deficit theatre. So, aye.
Aye.
If we took the pay cut, it was worth it.
Nah, that's definitely like broke the mold. Like, this is the adult superhero films. This is where you get to see like the Deadpool and all that. It's that's made for an older audience, whereas as opposed to like Iron Man, although it's like a family friendly. It's not what I mean. Me even like Infinity War's fucking borderline because people did get killed in that. But at this point, I think it's made for the Waynes that have grew up with it. Know what I mean?
Aye,
Because the Waynes that watched that,
the inner Wayne,
aye,
and me and you,
aye.
aye.
Know what I mean? So it's like, but this Deadpool, like the anti-hero stuff you're getting now, like Venom, Morpheus, and all that stuff, that's adult. Know what I mean? Like even like Daredevil and Punisher, that's made for a separate kind of audience now. So
100%.
the fact that this done it first, I think opened it up so you can get everything else.
100%, mate. You're not wrong. And all these standalones and all these like, ones you've just mentioned, they rarely let the studio down money wise, and they do not let the fans down. So why are they still tippy toed around? Do you know what I mean? It's baffling, man. It works for
What it
everybody.
mate, there's multiple stories they can tell in Marvel and all that, and they don't do it. For what reason, I don't know. But it's like Marvel and now they're going to do Secret Wars and all that. And that's because they're dying on their ass, sort of thing. Know what I mean? So give what the people what they want so we can fill our coffers again. But
exactly. But there's the thing, Chris, right? They've got a million stories to choose from in the comics. You're like, how are they not doing that? Then they'll bring a computer game out, and the story behind that's fucking better than the last three movies, and DC in particular, right? They're doing the fucking same thing. But it doesn't have to be 100% specific to the comic, because sometimes it doesn't work on film. Look at Civil War. That was the comic accurate, but it was taken for the comic lore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There was bits in that weren't canon, but they wouldn't have made for a better movie. It was better the way it happened. So, is it ignorance? Do you think writers have ignorance tapping into that because they never wrote it?
I don't know. I don't know.
They've got the 10-year plan in place and they can't deviate for it.
That's it, mate. I genuinely don't know. because there is multiple things they could do, and they don't do it. You know what I mean? It's like I just don't understand it. Like obviously, this I think this was adapted for the Old Man Logan storyline. I mean, that's the get nominated for a fucking Oscar on that
Did,
basis. So
did.
they've taken bits for it, and the people liked it. Know what I mean? So I don't know, like you, I don't know why they do what they do. It's it's like the Batman films, not it. They take the best bits of it and put it in the Batman films, and it works. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
Largely, the Batman films have all worked, but
But listen,
again, who are we to decide what the
they're just
executives are up to?
exactly. It's not just the comic book IP. I mean, Star Wars as well. They've got 1,000 amazing stories that seem to be just untapped into. No, I'm not going to get. I'm going. I was going to get political about Star Wars, but I'm not going to do that. Talked about Patrick Stewart, right? Sir Patrick Stewart, the evergreen Sir Patrick Stewart. What an actor! Anything I've ever seen him in is just. He's a thespian, isn't he? He's an old school.
Aye.
He turns up, man, and he said himself. He claims that even much of the dialogue at the dinner table scene, in which Logan and Charles Xavier tell the family about the school for mutants, was improvised by the actors at the request of director James Mangold after having filmed takes of scripted dialogue. So I can imagine him sitting doing the script and him just going, do you know what? Just describe it in your own words. And it's beautiful because they have a
Oh,
laugh,
aye, mate.
don't
Aye, aye, it's fucking, it's this. Quit Foley's is obviously fucking drastically fucking horrible, but
they?
it's,
Oh,
it's like it's the nice wee moment in it, the nice wee
aye.
moment in the film where things, the bleak world that we've been shown for the start, isn't completely bleak. Know what I mean?
It's the only time
Reflecting
Logan
on good things.
smiles and laughs in the film.
Aye, know what I mean? It's like the family atmosphere, fucking. It's like a look back at what was sort of thing. But
Mm.
aye, like you say, mate, it's brilliant. Patrick Stewart, mate. Aye, smashing, smashing everything he's in. Like X-Men wise and that anyway. Know what I mean? Don't need to tell you about the fucking Star Trek stuff, but
No.
aye,
Make it so, number one.
tremendous.
Aye, so you were saying there as well, mate. That's the first superhero movie to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. And it's also the first superhero movie to be nominated for screenwriting since The Incredibles, fucking 2004. So I was surprised to see The Incredibles there, but listen, I've got a lot of love for The Incredibles and Incredibles 2. I mean, the boys love it.
Aye, aye. Curious why that took so long to get the fucking second one of that made. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But fucking
just took half of the first one, so it was great.
But see another right. There's other things into this right now. It's fucking. It's things that are not said, but you're just led to think about, right? So we've got Caliban, right? He gets captured, and then he gets spoke to like that. You used to help us hunt down the mutants and all that. So what changed? So it's like, I had me quite like why is the way Logan and Charles now? Know what I mean? Is it to the point he helped them hunt that many mutants down? He's one of the few ones left. Are they the last original mutants?
That exact question is going through my mind that I was about to ask you it because you've got a better history with the comics to see if there was anything you could have tapped into to see if you'd read any stories about it. But aye, because it's no explained. It's left for you, the viewer, to make up your own mind. Because Caliban does say, a year ago you asked me for my help. So Logan specifically asked him. So Logan, knowing that Caliban was probably a hired hunter and to blame for killing a lot of his friends, man, was you're like, oh, I want to know more about that. I want to know how
Aye.
Logan get out of that threshold to ask him for help.
Aye.
That's
And I've just,
mental, innit?
aye, because it's like again, it's like the thing not said, but as they helped them to the point where it's just Charles and Wolverine left, and like you says, Wolverine's asked him for his help. So is it a case he's asked him, if he can find any other mutants out there.
Mm.
Know what I mean? Because again, it's
Aye.
the thing that's it's not said, right? But Logan's got an adamantium bullet, right? So obviously suicide's on his mind. So is he asking Caliban to find another mutant to look after Charles because he's had enough? Or is it we need to find Wein people? Are we the only ones left? So
Aye.
it's just
All that, mate. I think you're right. I think all that. I mean, the final act in Logan's Heed is that he's either going to die if it's poisoning him, or he's going to blow his head off when the pain gets too much. So he knows he's not going to be there. Aye, he's probably wanting cover for Charles, I would imagine. Aye, you're right.
no, it's just again, mate, it's just a lot of things no said. Because again, another thing that was fucking it's it's heartbreaking this whole fucking segment of the film. But see when Charles wakes up and he thinks it's Wolverine that's walked into the room
Oh,
and he starts telling him a story. Tonight's the perfect
don't do
night
it
we've
to me!
had.
Shut up!
Aye, the most perfect night we've had, and he's like, I don't deserve it because I remember what I done in Westchester and all that, and I'm going, did he fucking kill the X-Men?
Aye, I'm thinking that. I think he's had an episode akin to the ones we've been seeing, and before they knew how to control it, maybe. But people have perished. I don't know. Aye, aye. It's because he says, "I'm sorry for all of it," didn't he?
Aye. Aye, it's
Oh,
like you've no let me remember sort of thing, but I remember now and all that. And you're going, fuck's sake, man.
aye.
It's just
Obviously, it is no his fault. It's out of his control. Caliban refers to his episodes as seizures, so I can understand that if he's no uh, medically castrated, as he says himself in the car, then his brain maybe seizures, and when it seizures, everybody fucking feels it. See the hotel seizure,
aye.
when everything is like in stasis, you can't move. I lied to myself last night. How can Logan? Is it just living sentient beings that are stuck? Because Logan still uses a lift, so
Aye.
it's not all matter and time. It's just probably the living things that he's affecting
I
into my
think
brain,
it's
maybe.
just it's like see when you look at the old X-Men films and it can pause everything.
Aye, true.
I think it's just people it can pause like you say, he's living like it does with the horses. So when the horses are all in the motorway and all that, and they get some to
Aye,
fucking rank and file. You know what I mean? So I think he's
aye,
got that control. But plus, I think the only reason Logan and Laura can move is because of their regeneration uh, ability. Know what I mean?
aye.
So, but aye, because he's even that fucking bit and all, just going, what the fuck's going on here? Because what's his name? Boyd Holbrook has characters
Pierce.
like that. Oh, aye. Charles's brain is now considered a fucking nuclear weapon. Know what I mean?
Aye, weapon of mass destruction. That's right. Aye, he's a. He's called Pierce in this. He's part of the. What's the gang called again?
Is it the Marauders or something like
Something like that. Aye, and they've all got one mechanical piece on them, kind of. Do you know what I mean?
that?
As I say to you off camera a couple of days ago, got a lot of time for Boyd Holbrook. I think he's a fine actor. Plays his part well in this as well. Is just being the wee dick.
Aye.
But again, a testament to all the actors after this seizure scene in the hotel, because when it eventually subsides, they all look. Oh, it was fucking sore, man. Like pure pain.
Aye. That's aye. That's what I'm talking about. It's like see when he says that, he remembers what he done and all that shit, and I'm just like that. Because even as it Holbrook himself, he's like that going, it's a shame what happened back out east. And you're going, so is it recent that it happened? Or is it fucking know what I mean? That's again, it's another thing unsaid, just lets you go down that fucking road and you're going, oh fuck. But that again, that's the way the film's wrote. Everything's
exactly.
fucking horrible and bleak. So it takes you to that bleak place.
In 2029, which is still in our future today, it was only 12 years in the future when this film came out. So
Aye.
just shows a lot's happened in a fucking decade. And we've been told it's to coincide after Days of Future Past 2014. So last 15 years and all that shit's went down. So the medication is to subside the seizures, obviously. But obviously in Logan's win-win is the fact that it numbs his memories as well, because I think Charles would implode to thinking about it maybe too much. You know what I mean? He would feel guilty and all that.
Aye. I think it's like this again, it's the to spare him for yourself sort of thing. You know what I mean? Fucking no prolong his suffering. But I just thought it was like funny and all that it would end up like Logan and Charles left. You know what I mean? Everybody in the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Because like as is, we've seen like fucking Logan like he considers himself a loner. Mate, so he doesn't want to be part of this thing and all that. And Charles is always like kind of took him in like, the boy's just got some rough edges. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And then it just so happens that because a large part of this fucking film as well is their relationship. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
like the old father son thing.
Aye, definitely. For the very first X-Men, we see that, as you say, Logan doesn't need MD's help. He's a loner. He's always been himself, blah, blah, blah. He's the worst fucking student at the mansion. Doesn't turn up, doesn't days what he's told, doesn't wear the uniform. But Charles never gives up on him in any timeline. And to that turn, Logan has the utmost love and respect for him, whether he doesn't sometimes show it. You know what I mean? You get moments in all the films, I've seen it. But in this film, you see it in every time he lifts Charles out the chair to take him to bed, to put him in a car. It's fucking heartbreaking, man. It's like somebody taking their ill father. Or, do you know what I mean? It breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, isn't it? It's fucking what it says, mate. It's because you know what they've all been through and all that and what they were. I know it's for lack of a better word, it's like the patheticness of it. Know what I mean? Like fucking just two lost souls seeing out this shit together. It's just fucking
Aye.
It's brutal, man. It's brutal. But this film also comes with its absolute fucking deep, deep, deep fucking sadness. And I'm going to say it. Charles getting killed is fucking horrible. Know what I mean? Because thinking about it last night, like obviously just seeing it and watching it and going, oh no, no Charles. But there was fucking layers to it last night when I was watching it. But he thinks it's Logan that's walked in, and he thinks it's Logan that's fucking murdered him, right? And then you've got the real Logan going up, and he's
Don't
sitting
say
saying
it.
to him,
Don't say it.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And you're going, oh no, man.
oh my head.
Is Chaz going to fucking die thinking his boy killed him and all that? And you're going, oh fuck. Oh no, man.
Aye, because you know what is horrible about that? You just said that he thinks Logan's come in. So, but he doesn't even turn his back. Has he got a semblance of his power back to read his mind as being Logan? Do you know what I mean? Because he's a clone, basically, isn't he? And then he delivers one of the most perfect fucking bits of heartfelt dialogue to the guy who doesn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Or the thing he doesn't want to hear it, he wants to Logan to hear it. So, just again, Hugh Jackman's face, lifting him out that bed, nearly to tears, saying it wasn't me. I'm like, oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh, no.
It's fucking, it's like you said, I was going to say that. See, when he's obviously said he said like thank you for fucking like looking after me and all that, and not letting me remember this shit. You've fucking bared a lot of shit on your shoulders here and all that, and then it's not even him. And it's like then you go like, oh fuck's sake, Logan didn't even get to fucking hear that. You know what I mean? It's fucking
Oh,
oh, it's a right kick in the fucking homos. But
aye. And if that wasn't bad enough, right? We then get to see the good Christian family, including the kid, just be fucking slaughtered. So
aye,
Mangold,
just bite it.
man, there's no let up to let you process that. There's mere
Aye,
fucking, oh Jesus, I killed her. Oh, I killed the Wayne. You know what I mean? Before the Fader gets it. There's no let
aye,
up.
it's fuck.
It doesn't let you
Aye,
rest in your laurels that Charles has just been, there's shit happening.
aye. That's it. It's just fucking the chaos. It's this again. It's a dark side of this world that you don't see. Dark side of the superhero stuff you don't see. You just see the again. We're just going to the Avengers, or they're killing aliens, they're killing fucking bad guys, they're killing CGI characters you don't see. And this is more a gritty, grounded, no, people are going to fucking die here like that.
Aye,
Oh no!
I know.
But
If
what about scenes anyway, mate? By the way, some of your favourite scenes.
I will do, that was obviously was one of them. I'm sure it was one of yours as well.
Aye.
I'll get right back to the very opening act. For the very minute he wakes up in the limo, hears the commotion, gets out the limo, sees the cholos trying to steal his wheels. And,
Hey, man!
hey, look at this, man. Hey, guys, those are alloy rims, they won't come off. But instead of having a back and forth dialogue, which you're used to in a million films before anything happens, the guy just pulls a gun out and shoots him. I'm like, that's the kind of movie this is. And he gets up again, and then you're thinking, he's no regenerating. He's the way he should be. And he goes to claw, and obviously they come out very, very slowly. And again, the guys just got him. And then that fight, it looks so unchoreographed. It looks like a drunk man fighting and just swinging about. But then he starts landing, doesn't he?
Aye.
And the minute you see Ray claws going through that guy's bicep, like, oh! And the funny thing is, well, there's even a bit of comedy in it. The guy goes to shoot the car. He goes, no, the car, because it's a rental, and he puts himself in front of the bullets. You're like,
Right.
fucking hell. And as soon as that's begun, it's over, and he's in a toilet trying to push the bullets out that he's took.
Right.
And you're like, what's going on here? What the fuck's happening to him? What movie is this? Where are we? Is this 30 years in the fucking future? What's happening? Amazing,
Yep.
mate. Absolutely amazing. And that's you. You're roped in, you're tied down, you're in for the ride of this movie, man.
Aye. That's very very informative start into it. Fucking
No half.
especially that down front of the motor, you're like that. Fuck's sake. The last few films I've seen you cut through whole villages, you know what I mean? And now you're defending a fucking rental motor. Is that how bad shit's got?
100%. What about you, mate? He's one of yours.
Well, I'm just gonna fucking go right for it, mate. And it's Logan dying at the end.
For fuck's sake, Chris.
Yeah, it's fucking
You led up to
spoiler
that.
alert. Spoiler alert if you've not seen it, but he bites it at the end. And just it's more so no the him dying and all that. It's like the final sacrifice thing again. See to save the Waynes. Takes that fucking serum thing that he knows is gonna kill him. Know what I mean? And then even when he's dying on his feet, he's telling the Waynes to bolt while he fights this big fucking clone thing. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Which and even that, see the brutality in that when he's getting fucking stabbed after that. Like clone. And then just put on the tree. Know what I mean? It's just fucking it's like a brutal ending to how fucking Wolverine would go, right? But then it's the humanity side of it. Like even that you're getting your hero, but like we were talking about at the start, like a hero will answer the call, even though he was fucking dying, even though he's fucked, he's still done the right thing. Know what I mean?
Aye. he got there in the end. The testament in Wolverine Deadpool as to the what is it, the hero anchor or the time anchor or something, which is fucking made up again, and they all revere him for what he's done, and it's true. It's fucking true in this movie. Need to ask you, did you? I only noticed this last night. See when he takes the serum and he's fucking bolting through the woods. Every one of his bodily scars has disappeared. So it's regenerated him fucking fully. I didn't notice the first time. I think it's because so soon after that he's back and amongst it. You know what I mean? And I was like, where's his shoulder scars? Where's it? Whoa, fucking hell! That's regenerated him right back. But obviously,
you're getting the.
It's a limitless pill in it. Every time he swings his arm, it fucking does his battery in. You know what I mean?
That's it. It's just that whole thing.
It was like the medicine.
It was like the. It was like the Charo's teachings. Know what I mean? Let's see when obviously Laura says to him, Charo's told me that you want to die and all that. And he's like, what else did they say? And he says, no to let you die. Know what I mean? Because you've still got time. You've still got fucking, and then it was just in that part, like that, everything all coming together in that crescendo. Know what I mean? And it's just, it went out like a fucking hero instead of what he was going to do. Shoot himself in the fucking head on a boat somewhere. Know what I mean?
Aye. Or no wake up on a boat somewhere. One of the two.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
So,
and then obviously it's caveated by Laura using the bullet for a good cause. It's just 30 seconds too late, innit?
you know what I mean? Aye. For that reason, mate, it's just it was good seeing because obviously Wolverine's one of my fucking favourite characters, know what I mean? Just behind Spider-Man. But do you see him getting that kind of end? Know what I mean? Like his whole character arc, you think he's fucking he didn't want anything to do with anybody, becomes the hero. When he's became the hero, fucking the world's fell apart. He's lost that again, just wants to fucking disappear into the wilderness. But then the call comes and that thing he's been taught to be better, to whatever and all that. And then you get it in these scenes, know what I mean? And it was just I like that.
Aye. We've been taught about it and like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, medieval. It's a warrior's death, isn't it?
Aye.
Although it might have not been his first choice of a way to go out because it looks fucking so painful, but it's what we needed as fans and as an audience, and as having watched this film for 2 years previous to it. It's the only way it could have ended, because I've thought about an alternative ending. Maybe he gets the boat. But you think at the start it's going to end on the boat. Somebody's going to get the boat, the Sunseeker. But sometimes dreams have to die in order for the bigger picture to come to fruition, which is Laura and the mutants in it. Because there's a follow up to this in the comics, isn't there, about Laura, the new mutants, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, mate. You'll know better than me.
They were going to do a sequel to this and call it Laura and follow her story. But then Fox got bought out by Disney and all that, and it just fucking fell through the cracks, sort of thing.
Fuck you, Fox.
Aye, but talking about
Disney.
Laura, one of my other favourite scenes in this is Laura being revealed to be like Wolverine. See when the soldiers going to get her and all that, then you hear the fucking gunshots and all that, and there's this big squad of guys, and then this wee fucking teeny lassie walks out with a severed head. Know what I mean? You're just like, the fuck's going on here? I know she's special, but what's she do? Then the next time the wee fucking claws come out, and you're going, oh, fucking
amazing. And Pierce is the only one that's wary of her. He's stepping back on, no, Laura, come, hey, come on now. And everybody else just stood there as if to say, it's a real lassie. But she just throws the heat. And then, as I said, I get the realisation she turns into fucking a wild animal. She turns into Logan. She turns into that Wolverine. You know what I mean? She does.
That's it. Aye, well, and it's just good action, mate. Cunts getting sliced up and all that, the whole shebang. It's like, oh yeah, because seeing I don't know what the age she's supposed to be in the comics, but seeing the comics, she looks like she's fucking 18 or something. Know what I mean? Because that's what
All
kind
right.
of threw me. I'm like going, who's this wee lassie? When did she do? You know what I mean? And then it does, oh, it's fucking X-23. So I think so.
Aye, because she's about 10, isn't she? I think
Aye,
in this or
aye,
something.
roughly. Know what I mean?
Because
But
later in the film, you get shades of the wee lassie and Leon when she's in the
aye,
car just sitting with the sunglasses on. You know what I mean? The innocence of youth caveated with this fucking
aye,
brilliant.
aye. And no, you fire one off, mate, in case I steal your scenes.
Aye, I'm trying to caveat other ones. Even just the scene after the opening scene as it gets back to where they're held up, and you see that for a cinematography point of view, it's amazing, right? It's inside the water tower. I mean, it's the bleakest, rustiest, most decrepit fucking thing. It's a collapsed water tower. He's keeping the most powerful mutant in the world out of the world's view. And then when you get inside it, there's two fucking things that strike you. It's all the holes in the water tower. It's like stars. It just
Mm.
looks fucking phenomenal. And then there's that one bit of life under a fucking heat plant, and it's Charles's plants that he's tending to. All the while, he's going about in his wheelchair. Make way, sir! Just rhyming off
Aye,
Shakespeare and all that. It's
aye.
it's
So
just
you see
beautiful
what I got
because
for that, but I got that. I seen that as like mine Cerebro
Cerebro.
for
Aye,
the first films, and it was just a rundown version. Of it. I was like, oh fuck, even Cerebro's fucking copped
aye.
it.
But that's you. You're introduced to Charles there. And again, just like Logan waking up maybe 10 minutes previous, New Year hut with Charles and what he's become and what he's like a mental patient, isn't he?
Aye,
And you've seen Caliban. He's a recluse anyway. He can't fucking take a flash off a camera. Um, it's just brilliant. The first 25 minutes of the film, you fucking know exactly where you are. And
aye.
very quickly after that, it's all the Gabrielle stuff and all that. But brilliant, mate. He's another one of yours.
Well, it's when Logan and X-24 are fighting on the farm for the first time, just after Charles is fucking pegged it.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? It's fucking see the brutality, the slashing, the fucking X-24 like pinning him to a bit of a machine and then just fucking stabbing repeatedly, know what I mean? And I was like, there's no let up to this, know what I mean? Just pure
No,
out and out fucking violence. It's just
that's
again, it was
horrible.
a thing that you never got in the previous films because it had to cater for like young Waynes and all that. Waynes are going to see this, and
Aye,
this was just fucking chaos. Know what I mean?
aye. This movie wasn't about selling toys. Fuck's sake, I'll tell you. See in that scene you've just picked there again, brilliant. It's just so much going on, and you're no left to ponder it. You're no left to get upset about it because there's too much going on. It's right into another bit. What do you think of Richard E. Grant's role in this?
Aye, he's it plays it well, like menacing, but fucking no, like you fear him, but you just go like fucking that guy's a monster. Know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Just aye, he's getting off on this fucking thing, killing people. Know what I mean? Oh my, let's like the mad scientist thing. Oh my creation, and just fuck. I think Richard E. Grant's fucking brilliant and most of the things he does anyway.
Aye,
Even
he's
just one of the shining lights in fucking Rise of Skywalker. It's fucking it's
aye, that's right.
just
Aye,
the bad guy. Know what I mean? But
I like him in
aye,
Hudson Hawk and all. He plays the aloof bad man very well. And this,
aye,
because obviously they can see through X-24's eyes like a camera, and he's killing the family, and
yep,
he's just looked at it going, "Look at him, he's beautiful."
Aye.
Fucking. And then he treats him like he talks to him like a pet. X-24, no, come here, come here. Do you know what I mean? But obviously,
So,
he's full of rage, man.
aye. It's that I can see the way he talks about it. I know it wasn't just getting Wolverine's abilities and all that. It was like trying to breed that rage. I know.
Aye.
Know what
Harnessing
I
breed
mean?
rage or something, he says, doesn't he?
Aye.
Aye.
It's fucking. It's for the short time he's on screen, mate. He kind of delivers fucking. I hate you. You cunt. You know what I mean? You're the reason for so many ills in this fucking film. Bastardy boy. Plus, Caliban redeems himself and all. Know
Oh,
what I mean?
aye.
Then the fucking beware the light, try to kill people. Know what I mean? And they help out as best they can.
Aye. Pierce just manages to evade the fucking
Aye.
explosion, unfortunately, but he gets his soon. There's a brilliant scene just before it kicks off at I'll call it the boneyard, right, where Charles and that's kept, before it kicks off with Laura and all that stuff. When Pierce turns up himself
Aye.
and he's being all fucking, I don't give a shit, ruthless, talking smack, and he just gets knocked out. The pole, you don't notice a pole, just goes bonk, comedic, knocked out, and then the pole comes back and Logan just catches it. It's like, the fuck? And it's her. Ah! She just growls at him, does she? Brilliant,
Aye.
man.
But it's for the mate, again, because it was R-rated, you get swears. Know what I mean? And like you said the other night there, fucking Charles swearing, you were going, on the new. Mate.
Thespin just said the F word there. Oh no.
Aye, mate. Because there's lines in this, mate, that fucking tick. See, as bleak as the world is, the dialogue is funny. Know what I mean?
Aye.
It's
He's
there's
some of your
many
favourites.
lines. Oh,
He's some.
right off the bat, Charles, paid 2 days on the road, only one meal, hardly any sleep. She's 11, I'm fucking 90.
Aye.
Fucking brilliant, man. Oh, fucking so good.
Brilliant,
Oh,
man.
God, obviously. Again, it's mad Charles, man. See just Charles fucking swearing. Because you've been brought up with this character that's like lives in a manor house. No, no, children, be good. No, behave yourself there to fuck, shit, fuck.
Aye. It's the
Fucking
only other
brilliant,
time
man.
that I can remember, the only other time a Charles Xavier swears is when Logan goes back to Days of Future Past, sees Charles, young Charles, which has become a recluse, locked up in the mansion, and he walks in and James McAvoy just says to him, "What was it he says to me? Fuck off." That's what I
Aye,
can remember.
aye, aye, brilliant, man. Other ones are fucking more deep and all that, but see that
Aye.
one just fucking tickled me. Uh,
Aye.
again, the end when Logan says, "So that's what it feels like," and you're going, "Oh no, there's the boy slipping away."
Aye.
It's
And there's
fucking
just a hint of a smile as his last muscular move, you know what I mean?
aye,
Aye, the mostly are all deep the ones I've got, mate. I had done the I'm fucking 91, but Logan says, "Nature made me a freak, man made me a weapon, and God made it last too long." Oh, fucking. That's good
aye.
writing, that.
It's, it's a deep burn.
That's
Aye.
deeper. Now I know. Now I know how those poor villagers
Again,
felt. The village of Pompeii.
again,
Uh,
Logan, as he's dying, don't be what they made you. And you're going, fucking, that's what he done. He fucking became what they made him. That's,
fucking phenomenal line, that, innit? So simple,
aye,
so true, and it means everything, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Charles, Logan, this is what life looks like. A home, people who love each other, safe place. You should take a moment and feel it. I felt it, Charles. I fucking felt it, mate. And your delivery. Oh, every day I feel it. Class, man.
Aye. That's fucking again, mate. Fucking Logan. Bad shit happens to people I care about. Know what I mean? You're like that. Fucking hell, man. That's fucking. You're going to make me fucking have a crying wank here.
I know. I see the line you said as well. Just this is what it feels like just before he dies. Laura calls him daddy.
No, no. Oh, oh.
If I wasn't sitting down, I'd have collapsed, man.
My heart's roasted.
I'd have collapsed
Oh.
and just lay there and pissed myself with being upsetness. You know what I mean? I'm glad he heard that because his last real bit of dialogue, or before that, is just take your friends and run. They'll keep coming and coming. You don't have to fight anymore. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a hero!
And then I'll say one other one that comes to that. Is it Gabrielle, her name is?
The woman.
You may not love her, but she's your child. Know what I mean? And you're going, oh, fuck. Oh,
I know.
there you go. Fucking. Mate, I know we've said fucking deep, sad ones, but there is funny ones that I didn't write down. But see, like I said, they were deep. It was like, see, when they were said, you were like that. Oh, yeah, fucking unagi. You know what I mean?
Aye. By the way, the one after we've seen Charles getting medicated and all that, so we know the script. He goes out and talks to Caliban's Ireland. Know what I mean? Doing Ireland. I don't want to fight. I just want to talk. And they have this great bit of dialogue where they're both just know where each other stands. We get to hear about Taliban was asked by Logan a year ago to come and help, but Taliban's just telling Logan, look, I'm no fucking stupid. I know what's going on. You're dying. I can smell it on you. And then he says, I found this in your pocket. And it's the adamantium bullet. Do us a favour. If you're going to blow your brains out, do it outside. I've just mopped these floors.
It's fucking. Aye, it's. I don't. Even we'll talk about how Laura's silent all through the film, and then she starts talking in the motor. But Logan's be like, I thought you couldn't talk, and then he just shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
I've wrote that down and all. Logan, shut the fuck up. Brilliant. And then as she just starts talking and goes, Margarita, Laquita, Fatita, Andro, Gabriel, Dada, shut the fuck up. Oh,
fucking smashing, man. Oh, my. There's more for Charles. I forget what it is. I'm sure it's when he's in the back of the motor. And it's like, oh, you would like me just fucking drugged out my fucking mind. What?
And that fucking Pierce says, Jesus, Wolverine, seeing you like this just breaks my damn heart. And Logan says, as soon as I rip it out of your chest, fuckstick. I use fuckstick quite a lot in my repertoire. It's fucking good word.
Aye. Mate, it's just, it's smashing, man. Even fucking, even when they go into the casino, casinos were that fucking strict. You weren't allowed Waynes on it, right? So that some of that CGI and a body double. And you're like, that was what?
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye. Amazing. There's a bit in it, I know, where Logan's talking to Charles in the motor. And Charles pulls up fucking Logan for swearing in front of Laura. And he goes, oh, what? She can gut a man with her feet, but she can't hear a few naughty words. She can learn to be better. What? Better than me? Actually, yes. Gut a man with her feet. Fucking brilliant.
Aye, man, it's fucking. it's a family road movie.
Do you know there's a heartbreaking dialogue, couple of lines between him and Laura at the end when he's eating with him and he's fucked up and he's just woke up and this is the last time he tries to convince her that he's no the guy she thinks he is, and he just says, and he's near to tears in this, and he says, bad shit happens to people I care about, understand me. And then Laura just says, I'll be fine then. Oh. You don't
Oh,
think that. You
fuck's
don't think
sake,
he
you.
doesn't care about you, hen. Come on. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Aye.
That's
But it's fucking. It's. Mate, I'd say it's the perfect ending to the Wolverine story. Obviously, we got Deadpool, Wolverine after it. But it was. And that was part of the fucking what everybody thought the issue was. You can't bring Wolverine back, Hugh Jackman back after fucking this film. Know what I mean? Because it
aye.
was perfect.
It was
Know what I
perfect.
mean?
But obviously they
It's just
utilised the multiverse to bring back another Wolverine, another
aye.
Earth. And I'm fine with that because I love the film. But
Aye, from a selfish point of view, I wanted to see that for fucking years. Know what I mean?
aye,
And I got it.
aye,
So just you can bow out, know what I mean?
aye. Like
But
you said earlier, the problem we've both got with the multiverse, and a lot of people have got with the multiverse, is it's a manipulation tactic to get you to watch everything, and it's also an easy out when they want
yeah,
to fancy putting something into a movie that you're like, how the fuck you doing that? Oh, multiverse. You know,
aye,
that's I know it can't happen in normal canon, but Earth 34, this is happens every
aye,
day. You know,
aye. It's just the thing. It takes away consequences.
aye,
Or that character died and that we gave them an epic death. Or we want to use them again, but
aye,
tell them have your din dins.
aye. It's what they done in Superman the movie at the end when it reverses fucking the world and puts everything back in time. I'm quite sure Superman 2, 3, and 4 could have ended with him doing the fucking same thing, making everything all right again. Big faux pas, but
Aye,
we digress. So,
aye.
anything else you want to add, mate, about the
No, no,
movie?
mate. I was just going to ask you, what do you give it out of 10?
It's on my ImDb as a 9, and I'm fucking sorely tempted to get a 10. Sorely, sorely, sorely tempted to get a 10. But
I'm a 9. I'm a 9. It's I don't know why it's not a 10.
why is it not getting a 10? I'm sitting here arguing myself, why am I not getting a 10? What's taking that mark off it? Because I've gave 10 out of 10s on nostalgic.
Aye.
Fuck it, it's getting a 10 out of 10 for me.
Aye. It's I don't know if it's I'd maybe not get a 10 because I would like to have seen some of the things that led to where they were. But that's just me being fucking panicky and all that shit.
Mm.
But it would have no like flashbacks and all that, but maybe fucking it is well written and all that, like some of the things unsaid and it leaves you to think, take your own
Aye,
conclusions for it and all that. But
you're right. It could have been done in such a way as you hear or see mere news reports, or people shouting at me in the street, because then, you know what I mean? Or
aye,
Pierce, who's hunting them down, being more embellished on what the fuck happened.
aye,
But it's you're right. I would like to know it, but I'm
aye,
alright with knowing on it.
aye. But aye, smashing. What's that? Was that a 19 out of 20 there?
Aye.
It's fucking I can't say enough about it. It's fucking fantastic. Well acted, story's brilliant, brutality, the action, and all that. It ticks all the boxes. So it's fucking. I mean, if you've not seen this film and you go watching it and you go, "What the fuck were they two pricks talking about?" Look, you got to remember, see when the first X-Men film came out, I couldn't go see it in the cinema because it was a 12. Know what I mean? So I've had it for fucking then growing up with this, and then to see a character that you watched on cartoons, read in comics, watched in the films, fucking XYZ, and then you see them getting the end they get, and you know that's the way it should have went. Know what I mean? So if you sit there and you go, aye, it's all right, but I don't get it what they're going about, that's fucking why. Know what I mean?
Aye. Don't get me wrong. It certainly helps if you've got a bit of background with X-Men and Marvel. It always does, right? But again, this is a standalone film. If you know who Wolverine is, if you know what Logan is, that's all you really need to know that
Yeah.
this hero is a wee bit doing his luck. And he's not wearing his spandex and he's no well and all that. It's a standalone film at the end of the day, and You don't need to have a great deal of fucking background. I'm sure everybody knows in the last 6 months who the fucking Wolverine is anyway. Even if
Aye.
they don't watch X-Men, because every time you turn your phone on, you're seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Which I'm going to
But
watch again.
aye. Aye. But aye, so that was Logan, everybody. Cheers for listening and liking, sharing and all that. And continue to do so because it's much appreciated. Thanks again to Quaint for their tunage. And shout outs to the fraternity of podcasts, Breakfast, Diabolical, and Seismic. You name a we listen to or not. And aye. But before we move any further, mate, movie bingo.
Oh, gonna roll those dice, gonna roll that score. Aye, movie bingo. So I'm picking for you, ain't I?
Si, senor.
Can I get a jingle off you first, please?
Dung, 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 dung.
Movie bingo, movie bingo, movie bingo. Yeah.
There's numbers, there's movies. What's going to pick?
Pick in that number and let's make it stick. Hey. Right. So I am gonna go. Let's see a film that I like in my list and see if the number resonates over to yours. Number 40.
Oh, it's a smasher. We will be doing Gangs of New York.
Oh, it's on my list, I know.
It's no number 40, is it?
No, it's number 6. So that's away. Oh, brilliant. What a film. I can hear the penny whistle and the Irish drums as we speak, getting up the stairs. Brilliant.
Aye. There you go, Gangs of New York.
Yes. And we get to deliver dialogue and be fucking bigoted at the same time.
Aye. So, and again, an association with native origins.
Definitely. Your bespoke sport and leisure were coming to an online store near you. Well, their online store, it'll be very soon. I'm hoping Tim maybe tries to get it out before Christmas. You sell a couple of quid that and give you some lovely Christmas presents to think about. But just to let you know, folks, how we're doing on the socials, Facebook page has skyrocketed up to 339 people. We've still got the 313 subscribers. Chris is still rocking it on the X platform with over 1,800 people following. And how's the TikTok getting on, son?
So it should be over 400 come today or tomorrow.
Oh, do you feel that?
It's a steady growth.
Aye, steady.
It's much like Hugh Hefner's erection we were talking about earlier. It's a steady growth.
And you plan to go? I know. Listen, sad things, folks. Chrissy's local cinema is shutting down, or has shut down. Is it shut down? Shutting down.
It's done. The shutters are down. The pictures are away. It's fucking bollocks. But this is what happens when everybody sits in the house and watches fucking streaming services. Oh, I'll watch that fucking TV series. It's got 10 episodes in it, and it's pish. But you'll watch it anyway.
So, with that in mind, my next question is probably redundant. You planning on seeing anything new?
I am not, because unfortunately, the closest cinemas to myself are the Fort and the town centre. And that's roughly a half an hour to a 40-minute fucking journey on public transport. So, nah.
Yeah, oh well. Just stream it off of that magic stick, mate. Sure, that'll be all right.
Well, like I say, mate, it's like I said to you, if I'm venturing into the town, I'm all day in the town. I'm not going into the town, watching a film, then coming back up the road. It's just, I don't know what it is, man. It's just counterproductive to my day. Know what I mean?
Into Cineworld, something to eat, walk about, do everything in that wee corner. Know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then your day got to see a free film because you're paid the fucking Cineworld card. Ends up into a fucking £80 expenditure because a pint is fucking now. Know what I mean? you need a crisis loan for a pint.
That's
But-
very true. Very true. I think it's one of the other expenditures that I'll be culling in the new year from my outgoings, to be honest with you. Along with, I need to do that thing with the union today as well. But anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris, for hosting this week again. Superb.
Oh, no worries, mate. That's
I'm proud of you.
Right.
Proud of you.
Oh, proud of myself.
Listen, Chris, see at the end of the day, don't become what they made you. Don't do it.
But it's machine.
Oh, I'm a crying wank, but a bit of a tank.
Sticky, icky, sticky sweet. Bye. Hi, cheers again, everybody, for listening, and hope you listen next time. It was a smashing review of the film, and as far as I can tell, we're not doing shite ones. The new, I mean, everyone we seem to be doing the new. It's like, oh fucking I have not watched that in years. That's brilliant. So get on it, and we'll see you next time.
Cheery bye.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.